Welcome back indeed to Path of Exile Act 9 Part 9. So in this one what we're going to go and do is we're going to be finally using a 6 linked item. So I went ahead and just like in a previous part I actually purchased the items via off our little play session here, but you can see all of the things that I've actually bought in the entire chat over here. So I just converted a bunch of my currency, and I'm going to move my face out of the way for a second so you guys can see again what I have been doing. So we still happen to have 90 of the Chaos Orbs. So what I did was I sold some of my Orb of Fusing. Right now at the current time of me playing, it's about 3 to 1 Chaos Orb. And then there's also the Jeweler's Orb, which you can trade. And then with the Chromatics, you need about like 30 was giving me 5 Chaos, so it's actually quite nice. So just whatever currency that you either don't really care too much about, or you've got like a surplus of, just sell these for Chaos Orbs, and then you're going to look for a 6 linked item. So first off, going and putting the trade up on screen so you guys can kind of check it out. So once again, you go to PoE trade and make sure you click on the currency market, or if you're on the other Path of Exile trade website, or whatever one maybe you found that you'd like to use, you just say you want Chaos Orbs and then you want to trade like Chromatic Orbs, and you just hit search. Again, I was just dumping them all into Chaos Orbs because it's like the easiest way to get items. So once we did that with several of the items, I recommend keeping your alks if you can, as they're going to be very useful for when we start mapping, which will be the endgame content that we'll be doing very, very soon. But what you want to do is, after you get a decent amount of Chaos Orbs, basically around 10, I happen to get a pretty decent one for 8. So what I'm going to do now is type in body armor. So for me, the requirements of my body armor, I need 3 red, like no matter what, and I need 1 green. Now, it can depend on what skill that you're using, but this is the skill that I'm using. I'm using Flicker Strike, and I need Melee Splash, I need Multi-Strike, and I also want Rage. So these are the ones that I want, and if you're following my build, you're going to also want to run this exact setup. The blue is optional, because if you can get a really good deal on one, it can be worth it. We're going to go ahead and type in 10 Chaos Orbs, because this is about what you will have at this time. And we're going to hit search, and you'll see that there's probably a ton of items. Whoops, we need to actually type in it to actually be linked of 6. So it has 3 linked and then that linked as well. But we have to have 6 links, but the other colors are optional. So you can see the prices over here. Now, some of these are costing a Divine Orb, which it can be worth less than a Chaos Orb. So these might be cheaper. So you can go buy potentially, let's say, a Divine Orb. So like these guys are just wanting 1 Divine Orb for these, which if I go to the currency market and I click on the Divine Orb, and then I say I have Chaos Orbs, what's the ratio? Usually it'll kind of be about accurate. So these are all 6 Chaos Orbs. That's pretty much the going rate on this, like no difference at all. So this is basically 6 Chaos Orbs. Sometimes people are okay with, if they list it as 1 Divine and you give them 6 Chaos, that's totally fine. It doesn't really matter at all in terms of like, most people won't care about this. If they're trading on a website, they will most likely just be like, okay, he's giving me this. What's this worth at this time? So it's totally fine if you just give them 6 Chaos. They usually won't care. Now, ideally, what you want to try to do is get some armor and evasion, since I'm scaling both. But if you're just going armor, which is definitely a thing, you can go ahead and just select armor. I wanted to have hybrid, so if I was just doing armor, I would want like at least 500. But if I'm doing hybrid, because I don't want to spend very much, like 10 Chaos Orbs is like really not that much. I mean, it's going to be a lot right now. It's going to be like almost all your currency. But I would type in, let's say, like 300, 300. And the one I bought was actually this one. It's still listed here. Sometimes the game, like you'll whisper someone and they'll be like, sorry, it's sold. This thing, sometimes it lags a little bit. Sometimes it could be down. So just keep that in mind if either people don't respond, which is very common. This one's actually okay too. It grants us 20 to maximum life. It has a little bit lower stats, but it also costs 10. But yeah, basically what you want to try to do is get whatever one that happens to be within what you have in terms of your price range. More importantly, though, is those sockets that I wanted personally. But now that we've gotten a 6 link, let's go ahead and actually play around with it. So now that we have a 6 link, you'll notice that we can go throw these in, but we'll have an extra slot. Now we will lose a bunch of life because this one, it gives us 3 life. The other one was 70 life, 15 to all resistances. It was way better. But that 1 extra link is so huge for a massive amount of extra damage. So if I was to go ahead and put this on, we could actually check our damage if we actually move out. Because in town, we won't have our buffs. So I'm just going to click on this little waypoint here. And I'll show you what we have. So I went and purchased the increased critical damage support. Now, if you happen to buy one that has an extra red slot, that'd be even better, honestly. What you want to do is throw in melee physical damage, because this will increase your damage significantly. I eventually will swap out the crits. It's just because I want the sustain right now for the flicker strike charges. It's kind of important. But I went and purchased the increased critical damage support in Part 1, Act 3, the library. All you need to do is actually grab a Orb of Alteration and go to Siosa and go to Purchase Items, go to page 6, and you can just type in crit, and it's going to be this one over here. It costs like next to nothing. What it does is give us more crit damage. There's also other ones that we can grab as support. Type in any keyword, and if you have the skill equipped, what you want to make sure again to check is it has that little check mark. So Trinity support, that would technically work with this, but make sure it's something that's actually going to be applying, because we might not be doing like elemental damage type that like actually matters. We can maybe get added lightning damage. That could be something, but for our build, we don't scale LE damage, so it doesn't really matter. So the crit is what I want to go for. If you want to go for something else, hey, you go for it. But more than likely, this is probably going to be the best in the blue slot for my current build. So now that we've gotten that, let me go ahead and go to an area where, again, I can actually use my buffs here. So you guys will see this way. Actually, this should be on this. And if I can, I will put Flicker Strike here. And we also got this Ice Nova, Vault Ice Nova, which I'll show you what it does. It's actually really cool looking once we can do it. So now that we have our buffs up, because we're outside of town, we can see how much more damage this is adding, as this is a level 1 gem. We will definitely be leveling it up, and it will start scaling really high. So right now, in terms of our Flicker Strike damage, you see it's 4,888, 4,800, right? I mean, technically it's hitting multiple times and stuff like that. Like our Cyclone is 26k, and it's only a 4-link. But this one over here, if I put that in, that's going to significantly increase our damage. And when I start using my flasks for like this, and remember, I'm going to have basically double crits, so these numbers aren't going to be the most accurate when you look at the stat sheet, because if I pop a diamond flask, that's not even going to register on it. So don't always think that this thing is the best thing to do to check, but it can be like a little bit of a reference. But let's go ahead and continue. So I also have the notepad. Once that we load in over here, I've got the little notepad for like the notes that I want to add for this. So it's actually a few quests that we're going to be doing to get some extra skill points. And let us continue. So now that we got our 6th link, we will be able to deal a little bit more damage. I'm just going to throw this in here for now. I'm not going to really sell it. We will mess around with selling eventually, and we'll mess with the quality. And I could probably get like a 1 quality gem, but it's not that big of a deal. But if you want to do it, I showed you the recipe in a previous video as well. But to answer your question, Max, do you have to play Berserk in the build? No, you can play whatever you want, really. I mean, any class can build almost anything. There are very specific things that if you want like Infinite Onslaught, that you might prefer to play another class over another. But let's continue. I'm talking to everyone in the town. And the Immortal Syndicate is a newer thing that we will mess around with, but the most important one is the Ruler of Highgate. So we will have to do that. We'll just go around, we'll talk to everyone in the town, and then exit. Because we came in this way, so we exit the other way. And talk to Tetsuni. The corruption. But yeah, this part will deal a massive more amount of damage. This item, by the way, will 100% be replaced. In fact, we should probably replace our rings within the next part. I'm just trying to keep the currency at, where it'd be more realistic for most of you guys. Because when you buy this item, it's going to cost most of your stuff. You can get pretty decent rings, though. Oh, gosh, we could leveling up. Wait, does this give us an extra int? Okay, I had to make sure it wasn't giving us extra intelligence. The reason why is because I could run into a situation where I can't use my item anymore because it requires too much intelligence. And like I plan to swap off of these. So that's also something to take into consideration. I could get more intelligence. Let's see. Nothing too good. I'm gonna grab that, but it's like whatever. It's not really worth it for me personally. I think we are on the right track. So now we'll go down here. But in the very beginning, we will be leveling up our stuff very, very fast. Let me show you. Does this Vault Ice Nova on? Oh, wait, I can actually swap this out for... Oh, wait, that's Vault Wretch's Fire, which we still are playing with. Vault Ice Nova is awesome. Check this out. Once we get into like a nice little grouping of enemies. Bam. So it's going to basically chain the Ice Nova. It's really good for this mechanic called like Legion. I don't have anything to really scale it right now, but I want to show you guys some of the cooler skills in the game, obviously. What's this one? Shroud in the Fog Force. That will create smoke around you. Which, let me double check on what exactly smoke does. As, ooh, nice. We got another map. These are nice to grab. So, if I go to type in smoke, PoE, just Google it. So, what it does is it inflicts blind over here. And what does blind do? Okay, so what blind does is it makes the lessens the chance to hit by 50%, and also lowers light radius, which is it's really not a great stat in an action RPG. I don't know why it was like, maybe in Diablo 1. But light radius is like how far your character can see ahead. Like, is it like, it's really only relevant in maybe like a cave area where it's like so dark and you can't see very much. It really, there are certain things that can scale off of light radius, but it's overall, I would say, pretty much a worthless stat to try to like build light radius. But there is stuff that works off of light radius that are more specific for very, very certain builds. This stuff. Oh, they added that. The new update added that. You know how I was saying that it would be so nice for them to have like how many rituals are left, and they added it. I'm telling you, Path of Exile, they're so fast with adding stuff within the first week too, and that's something you don't get from some games. It's a nice change. Oh, this could be actually. It's got crit chance. It's got a veiled mod. Actually, I want to grab this just so I can show you what the heck a veiled thing does. As it actually is a pretty nice thing to show off. We're gonna grab that Vault Orb. Oh wait, we have 3 up 4. It's fine. Doesn't really matter. But no, we don't really need to do anything else. Wait. Oh, my Ruler of Highgate. Yeah. Okay. There's also like a storm bottle thing that we can do. It's for another quest. But this is a whole new area, so we'll go do this. The one thing that I have as a request for their little altar thing is you could just go there and click on it, and it like kills all the monsters or something. I don't know. So you don't have to kill the monsters, then click on it. Right, let's see, what do we got? Some physical damage. Elemental damage. Yeah, it's got double resistance. It's like not that bad. If it wasn't like that type of a ring where it's like increased rarity or something like better, maybe it could be okay. But how you doing, Largest? And made a new account, nice. You re-rolling in this game? Sometimes, by the way, if your character sucks, it's 100% okay to re-roll. I know it kind of sucks, it feels bad. But like if you have a bunch of gear already set up, specifically like movement speed, like you can definitely get through the campaign a lot faster with like a second character. But yeah, I know the feeling of restarting a character on your first one, it feels bad. It really does. I've done it before. Where it's usually it's not because like a lot of times what people will do is do experimental things. I don't think I've ever had an experimental thing while leveling where I'm like, this is terrible. It's more like, hold on, there's something really broken and game breaking. I want to build this before it gets nerfed. Sometimes there's bugs, like last League in Heist, there was an infinite damage bug. Well, it wasn't really a bug, it was kind of a bug. You would be able to keep on stacking the amount of armor that you would get, and you would use this ability to grant you more armor, and then you would stack it again, so you would get basically a huge amount of armor. And there's a weapon where it would increase your damage per X amount of like armor that you had, and that's what it did. Okay, there's the last guy. Here, the Stormblade. And we will deliver it indeed, and it'll unblock a path for us that we'll be doing. I believe like right now we can just do it. I might as well just get this out of the way. It's pretty simple though. So attack to one of these guys.
Be careful.
Oh.
Have you ever heard much? Remember,
Good luck.
Okay, here we go. And we'll sell the item that they just gave us. Oh, you know what? We picked that up on accident. It's no biggie though. So, Ruler of Highgate. And there's also Queen of the Sands, which is what I actually believe we're doing right now. We use the bottle. Yeah, there we go. I believe it's right here. Let me double check. Because this is a skill point quest. Yes, yes. Queen of the Sands. Ooh, a nice little level up. So now is our first Betrayal. And we got the nice little Smeller's Cash. Oh, that was nice. Oh, did it one-shot the thing? Oh wait, no, I don't think it did. So you could just break these fortresses down. Like you actually can break. For some reason that wall didn't want to be destroyed, but you can destroy the walls. These little things will heal, but you could sometimes you can just kill like the main guy. So how it works is you'll eliminate someone and you can either interrogate them or bargain with them. So if I interrogate them, I wish we would just stop talking.
Yeah, makes it easy. So what do you think?
Okay, so if you imprison them, it's going to grant 3 fortification intelligence per turn and -1 rank on release. Or you can bargain with them and they'll like give you something like right now. So the one of us kind of more for saving. I probably should dedicate a video for this because it's actually a lot more complex and I don't really want to get into it right now. But to interrogate, it keeps them there, and if you bargain, it'll like give you something now. And these are called veiled items. And you can... Unveiling items is really great for crafting. So remember this ring that we got before? If I put it in here and hit unveil, I can choose one of these mods. So like fire cold, fire lightning, max life, regen. For us, actually max life might be like okay. This actually might be an upgrade. Let me see actually. Let me unveil the rest of these items. The reason why you want to unveil items is for crafting. It's actually quite nice. It doesn't really matter. I'm just selecting one here. None of those I'm really interested in. Chance to deal double damage is absolutely amazing. And I really recommend doing that. In fact, later down the line, we're going to have an item that just automatically deals double damage. But we also already have a chance to deal double damage with one of the first perks that are notables, is what it's officially called. It's called Connected Impacts. I love getting this. It just, if you hit like, you know, a nice crit, double the damage, it's really good. We're actually kind of short on resistances since we did swap out, but let me see if I can like swap it out with one of these. Nope. Ooh. Either way, I'm too low on one of the resistances, but I can maybe get another ring that will make it viable, as I do want to use 2 diamond rings if they roll good enough, until we get like these things called precursor rings, which is way later down the line. But that's the June mechanic. I think what was this? Just like a hideout area. Okay, but let's continue. There's a boss to defeat. I think this one wraps all the way around. I think it's a really big one. But since we did get so we got some lag over there. Since we did get a 6-link, what the heck? That reduced our res, we can actually get the other point that is going to give us a massive amount of extra resistances called Cloth and Chain. There's a few that I'll actually like unspec out of. It's just, I'm going to mention it again, it's just because like you can get really good items that have no resistances, especially in like the boots department. Specifically, oh my gosh, watch out for the pops, the explosions, corpses. Okay, let's open one of these. What is this level? 61 right there. Ooh, and some iron rings. I don't really care about the iron rings. What you want, if you want like the physical damage bonus, which we do want, we just don't want I mean, you could still definitely get an iron ring, and if you get really lucky, yeah, you could still make it roll amazing. But what I actually would prefer to do is get what's called a steel ring. It's basically like the upgraded version of it. It's just more damage. Steel rings and the diamond rings is what we're kind of looking forward to. Anything good here? some mystery items. Wait, what's that jewel? You gotta check the jewels. Sometimes these can be really worth it. I mean, it's got crit strike chance. It's probably better than the one we have. But like, it's by like not enough to matter. Alright, where the heck is the exit? Oh, they make it go down? It used to be up and to like the left. Oh, okay. Oh, it's down here now. And I mean, it could technically vary. Maybe it could be there on your playthrough. Shikari over here. We're just melting it. Oh my. Maybe chaos damage. Maybe. We're gonna get Ming's hearts anyways. We don't need this anymore. We just got deleted, man. But oh, since we did swap armors, we did get some evasion ratings, so now we have a 27% chance to just not take any damage. That's why I like to have some dodge. Specifically for bosses, there's one thing I really like, and I'll show you guys what that is. Oh, you know what? I don't think it followed us. It's still somewhere back here, isn't it? Oh no. Yeah, there it is. So it has a tail, it'll kind of summon some stuff. You gotta basically follow it. If you get too far ahead, it'll obviously not progress. It might have hit me for what's called chaos damage, and I have no chaos res. We need some like we need some heals now. It's kind of annoying that you can't attack him, but he can hit you. But it's fine now. It's just because of the rage mechanic. We were getting kind of wrecked. Moving super slow in that quicksand. Oh, we could also use this nice little totem. We actually get what's called. Not actually, not yet. I will show you this thing called cast when damage taken. So there is a setup where when you take damage, you can start casting stuff. Usually it's more utility based than for damage, but technically you can get some damage off of it. Or you can start applying certain, actually I'm not even using this one now. We can take reduced chaos damage. That's actually pretty decent. I usually get Soul of Shikari. Now, this thing used to be really good because it used to make you completely immune to poison, but now it's 50% less duration of poisons on you, and you can't be poisoned if there are at least 5 poisons on you. So it basically doesn't let you start stacking the poisons. Because poisons in PoE, unless they've changed it recently, you could get like infinite stacks of poison. There are some builds that put like thousands and thousands of stacks on poisons on enemies, but they don't really deal that much damage.
You killed Shikari.
Okay, yes, we did kill Shikari. Okay. We actually should get some better jewels. And we can actually get an item called Ming's Heart. We can get 2 of these. We have to be level 69 for Ming's Heart, so we won't be able to use it for a little bit. But I actually do really like to have them. It makes you have negative life. Like, not like negative, but in the sense where like you'll have no life. But like, it gives you minus like life percent, which is usually something that people don't like. That's why the ring is super cheap. However, on the upside, I'm going to get Cloth and Chain over here just because I'm going to, again, get some more resistances. And I could maybe swap that ring out for one of these. Let's see if I can do this now. And if I still have 66, 63, okay. I want to be able to keep 75 on everything, at least as of right now. It probably won't really matter too much. So the next thing we need to do is the Ruler of Highgate. So we'll go back over here. Oh, we haven't. Oh, we have 2 skill points. Oh, okay. At this point, I noticed we could definitely just grab this life, life leech, and then we'll just start scaling lots and lots of life. You'll notice that in like a lot of Path of Exile builds, it's just get as much life as possible. Especially if you're seeing someone on hardcore, they'll have like almost 8,000 life. Or that combination of like life, energy, shield. What is this, a 61? Yeah, let's go a little bit faster here. We'll skip out on some of the league mechanics once in a while. We can still do them. It's just because I'm what I would consider over leveled. So yes, move kind of to the left. You'll find this giant guy, and he'll have the calendar. Some of the stuff is like popping before we even get to it. Oh, that's definitely lag. But I mean, we're able to one-shot everything anyways. Pretty much. I still kind of want that thing. You know what? Even though I said we'd skip them, I should actually do the first one. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do the first one of these. So I can see if that card is there. If you guys remember that one card that was worth like 40 Chaos Orbs or worth 45. I'll check what it's actually worth when we get it, because by the time we get it, it might be significantly changed in price. What do we have over here? Oh, we got some chromatics, jewelers. This one's actually not too bad. Oh, we get increased attack speed with melee image, physical leech, reduced mana cost. Okay, not really interested in that. The only thing I really would want are these chromatics. I actually wouldn't mind getting more chromatics. This one was actually worth doing, but whatevs. Could have deferred one of the little 4 stacks of chromatic. Oh, we got a delirium lead. So I'm gonna walk through it. There's also the Mortal Syndicate.
The caravan.
So we can talk to him. I don't know if it's a good idea. I'm just gonna hit bargain. So again, you can pick up those things if you want. I'm just gonna move on this one because for me it's not that big of a deal. I don't partake in crafting that often, and because I stream, if I really need to craft something, I can just hit up one of my buddies. Or not so, because I stream. I mean, as a streamer, if you do ask sometimes, you know, if you're like, hey, anyone have this? But you also have to be cautious. Unless they're your friend, they might just take your item. We should just continue. Oh, one of these. The reason why I just wanted to move as fast as possible is we have this delirium thing, and it's basically it's on a timer, and I don't want to level up our skills. Ooh, nice. I don't want to run out of time. Ooh, I want this 2-stone ring though, because it's already yellow, so I don't have to waste like an essence or something on it. Got this waypoint. Yeah, okay. There's a chromatic, that's okay. I'll do this. Okay. Ooh, a lot of things were popping. But yeah, I want to say maybe I died to chaos damage, and if you die to chaos damage, especially this early on, don't worry about it. This delirium is lasting a really long time. We got 2 rings coming up. We got a nice little skeleton shrine. Oh, I wish we kept our little skeleton buddies. This looks like it's going to be it. Alright, so we did all of the mechanics here. And then I'm just going to close the delirium. Ooh, cluster jewel. And a regular jewel. And then grabbing regular leather belts are kind of valuable. Especially if you can have it roll like a decent amount of life on them. So this one has life, max life. Sometimes people will want these. Now, ideally, you'd want like triple res, or like a lot of resistances and like a lot of life. Like this one's not too bad. It rolled pretty nice, but different item levels again can roll different things. I think I'll probably just end up merging this in the town. I'm just gonna grab this, and this will be the last one I grab before we will try to get more life, which we will be grabbing all of these nodes over here, which just increase a bunch of life. And they grant us evasion and armor. So it's kind of like a trifecta of defenses. But all the deliriums, I'll just run through because we can do these really fast. We don't need that one. Ruler's what we need to do. we have the mines. You can see like there's just so many like other forms of content in this game. It's awesome. Ooh. Get some lag. Oh wait, did we clean that one up that fast? Jeez, that was insane. Oh wait, never mind. I didn't even start the ritual. Hopefully I'm not too late. Silver coins this time around are actually worth a decent amount. Right now, there was a guy buying 4 silver coins for 1 chaos. Usually it's like 7. So like, got some pretty good deals, man. Leveling up Cyclone still. Eventually though, we'll take out the increased crit. And what we'll get instead of the increased crit. Because basically what I want to try to do is get 50% crit. Once I'm at 50% crit and I have my Diamond Flask, since it rolls twice, I consider that it's technically like 70. It's good enough. 75 would be like the actual amount that it's kind of giving you. But we'll also get another item later that will scale crit with like accuracy rating. And there's also these gloves that we can get that will curse enemies with Assassin's Mark. But it gives us negative chaos resistance, which is kind of bad because it already has bad. Like we already have bad chaos res. Oh, I didn't even start this thing. All right, well that's fine. Woo! We got a chaos orb and alchemy. Nice little stuff over here. So all like pretty much everything on that drop was good. But I'm pretty sure when you kill any monster, the mechanic works in terms of like building up those kills for something. So you have 1400. Oh, Slither Pinches. These are kind of nice. More sort of leveling. It's just lifesteal and mana steal, attack speed. The evasion rate doesn't really matter. Gives you a decent amount of dexterity too. Kaom's Heart. Wow, that's really good. What Kaom's Heart is, I want to definitely 100% defer this item. And I'm going to grab these Elks. So what a Kaom's Heart is it's a relatively cheap item for what it does. I think it's insanely powerful, but we're not going to be able to use it until we get at least a 6-link weapon. I could use it because I plan to eventually go Oros, or I can go cold with a replica Oros. But anyways, Kaom's Heart is a item, and I will show you what the heck it does. And it's pretty cheap right now. It's usually pretty cheap. Like, well, I think for 30 chaos, it's insanely good. So it has like no sockets, which is a huge downside, but it gives you plus 500 life and up to, I believe 40 is the max that it rolls for fire damage. But yeah, that's Kaom's Heart, and we got 1 out of 8 of these things to try to get one. And also defer another item. What do I want to defer? Heck, I will defer those. Ooh, Pristine Fossil. Let me double check on PoE trade. Is Pristine Fossil good? I mean, life is pretty good in PoE. Pristine Fossil. How much are these worth? If it's worth more than an Alk, it's only an Alk. Alk I don't mess with in terms of currency. This I will mess with, and this, oh, well, I think I have one of these already. So this is 3 Chaos Orbs, and I think I have one of these. It's 3 Faces in the Dark. It's a card. I also want to show you guys the mechanic of when we collect enough cards, we turn them in, and yeah. But if you get super rare cards, you probably won't get all of them. My recommendation for the super rare cards, like the Doctor Nurse, which is used for a very expensive belt. I just trade them off. Even if I want the item, it's unrealistic. You might as well use it to get better gear. And if I click on it, okay, there we go. You might as well dump your, like, get rid of it, get some items that will help you progress faster, and then you can go back and buy them all. Alright. Oh, you know, I haven't shown off this mechanic. This mechanic actually takes a really long time, but I'll briefly explain it. So, you can view the temple. You basically set these areas up for exited areas. So when you enter the temple, like when you complete a bunch of these, it will have areas that are unlocked. So what you want to do is you want to kill a bunch of stuff. So you build it up. You don't have a very long amount of time, but for Flicker Strike builds, you usually can clean it up really, really fast. So just kill everything, and then the boss will drop something called a stone. We take the stone. I thought we picked it up. Okay. Wait, do I have to click on it now? Oh, you have to click. Before I thought you can click on that. Anyways, it opens up the vault. So when you could go do the actual like temple, get all of them. There's like one enemy. You gotta clean it up all the way if you want like some more results. I've never been a fan of this league's mechanics. Do we get all of them? I think it warps you out if you killed all of them. There's like sometimes there's just one enemy that hides, and this is the exact reason why I'm not a huge fan of this league's mechanic. Did we get all of them? I think it warps you out when you do all of them. But then a bunch of loot just comes out. It's relatively fast though. It's just there always seems to be just like one monster. I wish they would make it so like you kill all but like maybe 2 or 3. They give you some leniency, because again, it just feels bad when like you're waiting for the thing to go away, and it's like there's just one monster. If you play Diablo 2, the Den of Evil, you know. Oh, that's right. We just started the leaf mechanic. I was like, I can't seem to move. All right, do we have that? We have Chaos Heart and the Chaos Orbs. They reappeared. Oh, Karuri Board. This is a nice little leveling unique. It's just level 5 that gives you extra move speed, extra projectiles. It's great for any bow build. I actually really did want to make a bow build. I mean, the thing is only usually worth like an Alk, maybe a Chaos on some leagues. Sometimes, like, for no reason, they're like a little bit more pricey, but like, it's still not an expensive item. I like how we're just pushing this guy super far back in the corner. Yes, it didn't even do that much. Now we get the acid. I don't think I got a waypoint here, so let's at least get a waypoint.
I cannot do this yet.
Just in time.
Okay. This way? Oh, no. Is it the other way? We go the wrong way. Whole path over here. Might as well go take that path. Because it's so far away. Hopefully this won't be a dead end. It's probably not, actually. Looking at the map, I can see where it connects. Just so I can not have to kill like the same monsters. Or go over the same area that I've gone over. So there will be monsters to kill. I think this area, you know what? Let's go back. I'm pretty sure we're supposed to get something, we mix it in, which we will show in a moment. I'm going to go sell these items, I'm going to sell this. I don't know why we picked that one up, but I guess we did. We'll just sell this, get some currency. At this point I'm not going to really mess with the crafting of like getting multiples of the same rings. Like that's not going to be worth anything. No. Wait, how much damage? 6 to 12 fizz? That's nice. If it actually had some more resistances and some extra, if it had like that physical damage plus maybe some extra resistances and some life, that would be something, it's not too bad. So now, yeah, we get this. Talk to Volley, talk to Sin. Now we gotta get the Basilisk's Acid over here. So, you go back to Tunnel. Yeah, we did do... Actually, we could just do this. Is it from here? Or... Okay. Yeah, we never got the waypoint from that area. Ooh, look at this area. Ooh, so many things. Ooh, something dropped. On the mini-map, I'm pretty sure this is... I'm not sure if this is actually done with the... this is the quarry now. Okay, so... Oh, yeah, we need to get that. Let's see. I think it's on a side area here. Oh, let me see. It's a 4-link, which is nice to have in the very beginning, but we're good. I'm not sure if they've moved where this this rotation is. Oh. Oh, I think to get rid of the storm. I'll get the. Will it show up? Oh, it will. Okay. I wasn't sure if I needed to finish up something else, get the, like the Basilisk Acid ahead of time. Like, I'm just dragging this boss. A lot of times in games, which I like the PoE. Well, technically, I don't think you can like stun the enemy forever. It's based off of a certain amount of like stun threshold too, but. Some games, they usually make it so the bosses, they can't hit you with CCB. You can see like they kind of have like a little cloak. By the way, don't stand in the tornadoes, it damages you. But now, like with that extra life leech, our sustain is way, way, way better. The only problem is that when we stop like attacking, the problem that I have with playing Zerker with Blood Rage is that you just drain your own HP because there's just no enemies on screen. Whew, we got pretty close. But the key is just to have enough. Well, usually we'll have a potion, but I'm just like, we don't need it now. Woo, Orb of Regret. Nice. Let's go to get that craft recipe. Bam, go back. Hit that waypoint up. Go back, get our skill point. Start investing some more into life because we are going to sacrifice life for damage. I also really want to go Impale. Which I might actually drop this Impale because I actually should prioritize getting a lot more life. But I'm going to grab this extra physical damage and then all these nodes. There's also attack speed. It basically gives you this thing. I just want these as these are nice. There's also increased physical damage and you get 14 to life. So that's kind of nice to have. And once we get that plus the huge node, or it'll be a huge buff when we get KOs if we decide to path that way. So next up, where's the we have to talk to one of these characters.
Welcome.
Farewell.
Is it Tatsuni? There we go.
Live.
And, okay, so I'm pretty sure we have to do this. Oh, we don't have a waypoint over there. That's unfortunate. We didn't get the waypoint. It reminds you of Barb in Diablo 3. Oh, the Whirlwind ability? Yeah. I mean, it is called Cyclone. It's basically the same, though. Like, I wouldn't say there really is a difference. But now, this area was blocked at one point, but we can now access it. Actually, was this the, No. There's two areas it's... What is this? Wait, hold on. Did it bring us to the right? Okay, that goes to the right, which is okay. Perfect. So that area is where we fought the scorpion. There's another area, and they used to be like kind of close to each other. I don't know how close they are now, because again they sometimes rotate the map or they move things. Is it this? Foothills. Oh, so I guess now they've changed it. Perhaps. I thought they both were the same area. Okay. Now that we're here, there's another area. And I think that's good that they did that because two of the areas looked very similar. Kill Boulder back. This is guy that drops our calendar. That's not an important. I don't believe that's an important quest though. We'll see what we get for the reward. I mean, it's usually on the way and you'll see him. So it's like whatever if the quest is on the way. You can also check out the rewards, and I can tell you, you know, what to get. Do this one. We're in a bunch of stacks anyways. What is here? We have that 3 chaos orb thing. That's just okay, but nothing that I would consider too good. does 11 melee damage. Actually, hold on, what? 11 melee damage and physical leech does life. I'll take that over what we have. Our current one, like, I just got this to show you guys. I mean, it's not bad though. Like, actually, we have a lot more jewels. We should just identify all of them. See if we got anything good. Nope. Nope. Well, not for us, at least. Whoa. If it just didn't have dual and it had something else, because it's global fizz damage. This is 11 melee damage, 0.24 leeched. This is global fizz, and it's like 27% extra damage. I'll take the life leech though, as my damage is like pretty good right now. Not really worried about damage. I'm actually more worried about survivability. Oh, I am stuck. Okay, that can happen sometimes with Flicker Strike or a Leap Slam. You can get stuck in things, but it's fine. Unless it's during a boss, then it's definitely not fine. Are we in... I think this is the wrong area, though. Yeah, it is the wrong area. I just know that it's, like, kind of to the right. I would have guessed it was right there, but... I guess not. Okay. Then now we can start getting these awesome nodes. I love these nodes so much. These are, like, one of my favorite things to hit in the game. Because it's life, evasion, and armor. It's, like, triple goodies. Because for our build, I want to try to scale everything. A lot of people like to scale 1, 2. That's a totally viable option. You can either just go all dodge. Or all armor. But a lot of times, like, physical stuff will definitely one-shot you. Because you're reducing it by... an amount that's really hard to, I would say, for most classes to hit a very high amount easily. Like, I would say, like, it's really easy to hit resistances on, like, every character, I would say. Ooh, got a pen map. Okay, what did we get? Chaos Orb? I'm just going to defer this thing, and then we'll grab the chromes. Because the other currency, I really don't like it too much. Like, I feel like you get enough alterations and transmutations. Where the heck is the exit? Oh, it's got to be right here. There it is. Okay, do you see how this looks? It looks kind of similar. Like, it's on a small path. Sometimes, since... they were originally, I want to say, at some point in the game. They're super close to each other. But, unless they've changed it for this league, it's usually just way in the back. He's hiding. It's a big chicken. Did we find him? Maybe right here. There he is. Big chicken, the basilisks, and then we get his acid. Ooh. Eye of the Dragon, a corrupted jewel. Now we take his acid, mix it in with something, and then we can progress.
See ya.
Oh, so doing the calendar thing, I forgot the name of the quest, but when you deliver the calendar back, you get 2 respec points, which allow you to take out a stat point. I guess I should have mentioned this a long time ago, but if I want a refund, all I have to do is click on refund, and then I can take out skill points. I can't just take out, like, this skill point unless I take out all of these. Like, the whole thing needs to be connected. I'm not going to confirm it, but if I wanted to, that's what I would do. I would just hit refund, and then hit apply. All right.
Farewell.
Okay, there we go. Now we sin in the quarry, and then I'm just going to go get rid of all of these gems. I can keep that one though. I just want to like mess around with something else. We should check the cluster jewel too. What did it have? Wait. Plus 15 on... It only had 2 though. Yeah, it's probably not really worth anything, but sometimes, like I said, with these, you never know, and I'll do like a dedicated video for perhaps like basics of trading in Path of Exile. any news on Path of Exile 2? I haven't heard anything on it. But they did say that maybe that we would have the beta at the end of 2020. So what that makes me think is beta probably will be this year. You know, if they said maybe beta 2020. I'm not talking about release. I'm talking about beta. That could be a pretty high chance for the game. Wait, I think I'm actually supposed to go inside this thing. Okay. Reach the black core now. Yep. This is pretty fast. Oh no, it's only about 15 minutes now. Just, this game sometimes when I'm playing it, man, time goes by just so fast. Ooh, a chisel. Oh, let's do this. Yeah, I want to try to get that thing that's worth like 40. So when it gets to end game, I can get my belt that I've been wanting. The Chaos Orb. Wait, what's this? All I can get is that. How many more? We have 4. Alright. I'm probably just going to grab that. It's only if I see specifically that one card that I want to do all of it in that area. Oh, look at that guy. He just melted. Ooh, something cool dropped. Not really. It's actually, it has a really cool stat though on it. What we need actually on this build, I'm noticing, is I need enough regen on the threshold on at least Blood Rage to not like just die. I'm going to, actually I might die if I don't. Okay. If I didn't hit an enemy, I could actually die. With this very easy. The reason why is because when my rage is not building up and I start draining and I have Blood Rage activated, which drains my life, but it grants me those frenzy chargers and more attack speed and more life leech. I'm just gonna go to the next one. Yeah, it can get very dangerous. We have 2 huge things just start draining us. So life regen could be something I want. Oh, nice. Scroll of Wisdoms. Well, we didn't do all of them, but we can grab... Oh, wait, can I finally grab the Chaos? I can grab that. I can grab this. And I can grab... defer. I actually kind of want... Oh, I can defer all these? I'll defer the Regal and the coin. Oh, what? Oh, I should have got that. Wait, can I can't defer it anymore, can I? Ah, wait, there's two more. Ah, whatever. I'm like too lazy. Because I don't have to walk all the way back. If it was like that 40 like Chaos Orb item, I would go back for it. You can't progress, and this one's only armor, so I don't even care about it. So now we have to defeat the spirits. Remember those guys where we got all those organs? We're gonna have to defeat them again, but you see this level now has all those Venn diagrams. I think that's what it's called. Or, that's not a pie chart. Yeah, it's a Venn diagram. Where it has those like overlapping negative effects. I don't even bother looking at them. I YOLO it. Like, it's not that big of a deal if we die. Again, up until I'd say like 80, dying just really doesn't matter too much. Unless you're playing hardcore, then it matters at all times. But yeah, it should be, damage on full life is not a bad thing to grab. Kaom's Heart. I definitely want to try to get that Kaom's Heart. There's 3 more rituals though. Because I can just buy the rest of the cards. Usually the cards, that card should be easy to come by. Like, as in, I should be able to afford it. As, like, 8 of those would equal up, usually then less than what the item's worth. It's so easy. Now we go back over here, do this one. It doesn't really matter the order that you do it in. At least, not for me. Oh, these are all considered the same thing? Okay. Like I said, I do want the Cam's heart. Because then we got it without actually needing to buy it. Which is awesome. Any more? Rose marker? Nice. A regal. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, you know what? We'll just kill them all. Kill them all, kill them all, kill them all. You gotta watch out in this area. There's these little purple tornadoes. And the whole, like, level's got this little purple haze over it, so... gotta watch out for them. I feel like this one's probably the most difficult one, so if we like melt this guy, then my build's like really good. Yes, I'd say melty enough. Honestly, once we get more of that Impale, I think it'll be really nasty. The reason why Impale is so strong on Cyclone is Cyclone just hits so fast. I really am considering just keeping Cyclone in the build. But it is always smarter to just swap into it. Because, like, I love doing 6 link cast 1 damage takens. So you just have all these extra free things. Oh, this one is hitting pretty hard too. But she's dead. Because our damage is insane. Alright, and now we go in here. But we'll have a little bit more life. Our chaos resistances are no bueno. It's -30. But you can play till maps and have negative chaos res. It's not common enough to where it's something you have to worry about. I'm not even throwing down this little like little totem to help me out. This is actually kind of like the boss if you've played Devil May Cry 2. It's a fusion of like a bunch of the bosses combined. It's a very cool looking boss. I can actually use a Ball Ancestral War Chief. You can see him smack, and you can actually make the totem do a little bit more damage too. Woo! And we good, but we're not done with Act 9 yet. Okay, so we're gonna actually go back into town because at the tunnel in Act 9. Which is tunnel. There is a trial of Ascendancy, and I want this guy to have all of the trials that you would normally come. I think we did go by it, but I might have just been paying attention to something else. But yeah, we'll do this one now. The other reasons why we did the other ones kind of like not in the same act orders, because some of them aren't on the way, and I might have been explaining another league mechanic, or I was explaining something else, and sometimes it can be more efficient to come back and do some of these later, because like now I have all this attack speed with Leap Slam, right? Actually I might die. Usually you do these with health potions, but I decided to not do that. Cyclone is so much more safe. Okay. And that's gonna pretty much be it. Oh, wait. Oh, no. I don't have the waypoint. Alright, rip 2 minutes. So, what I didn't do, I didn't grab the waypoint, and since I decided to TP right out, we have to actually walk. Actually, no, it's fine, because, oh, this is actually good. No. You know what? We did this on purpose. Is so I can do these other ritual rewards. No joke, I actually really want the... Oh, wait, it was the Chaos Orb one? And oh, there's still some stuff that we can reveal, but yeah, I should have actually like completed the quest and then warped in because I didn't have the waypoint for the area. But it's fine because I actually did want to do this anyways. I just kind of forgot about it. Once we get our cyclone like big enough, oh, it's nice. It's very nice. Okay, so can I defer this item? Yes, I can. Nice. Let me grab that. Oh, let's go fast. That ritual's done. What was the last ritual? I don't remember even. Look how far it goes down. Jesus. Oh, it's probably over there. It's fine. I already deferred the item that I wanted to for the extra currency, so we'll okay. Be alright. Actually, I saw that life flask. I'm like, yeah, you know what? Let's grab it. We'll also transmute it. See what we roll on it. Increased life recovered. Removes 10% of life recovered from mana when used. 10% increased attack speed. Hey, that's offensive. Heck, I might throw that on instead of Onslaught because I don't actually mind Onslaught, but like I really don't need the. Oops, I know I have to have this. This is like too important. Onslaught is probably the one I need the least. Actually, I'm going to reroll this. I really don't like the knockback. When you no, that's not bad. Now let's throw on. Oh, I don't have one with me, but I was gonna add another modifier on it. Now you cannot add modifiers to like the unique ones. Those ones will just come the way that they come. But how you doing, Simply? All right, so now we gotta return to Oriath. Oh wait, is this where the last one is? Oh, because these were all considered part of the same thing. Oh, okay, so there might be one ritual over here. What is this one gonna grant us? Is it, oh wait, can I just grab this? Oh, this is the Chaos Heart. We definitely want to defer that. Oh, perfect. So no, it was good that I accidentally messed up because like I actually do want to get some of these things. Wait, why is my mana like ripping so fast? Oh, it removes a bunch of her. Oh. Oh. Okay. Oh, actually, I actually want this to have removed bleeding. It's called Surgeons, but I'm not gonna keep on. I could just keep on rolling them because, like, to get one that you want might cost 1 chaos, but I could literally sit there and spam like 20 of these because I'm not sure the exact ratio, but usually it's like 20 to 1 chaos in terms of pricing. Let's see if there's anything good. Wait, failed item. Oh, I wanted to defer this chaos, and then we can pick up this. So what this does is it upgrades a magic item to a rare item. However, that doesn't work, unfortunately. You can't just put this on this. I wish. There are no rare flasks in PoE, which... No. I don't think it'd be that big of a deal if they added it. Wait, do I have to go through... Oh. Wait, can I not exit through here? Wait, I actually don't know what to do. I think I broke the game. Okay, hold on. Can I just talk?
What's that earthquake called?
Hello.
Maybe the game doesn't expect you to do that. Because what you're supposed to do is do the boss, and then, wait, hold on. Let me see if Tatsuna will let us, like, warp in. It's probably very rare, and... Okay, so I might have messed up over there. It's funny that we did it on our playthrough, but, what I'm going to do is I'm not going to go through and fight the boss all over again for this part of our little playthrough, but I will resume it at the on the next part 10, Act 10, because we're done with the act. It's just you click on it and then you just go to another zone. But that's going to go ahead and be the end of Part 9, Act 9. So I'll cut it right there, and we will resume on it right when I'm able to show you guys the next act. But anyways, thanks for tuning in, guys. If you enjoyed this part, drop a like on it. I'll see you in the next one very soon. Peace.